This segment is sponsored by Rebath. Perhaps your spring to-do list has a bathroom update somewhere near the top, but you're wondering how you'll have the time or maybe even the expertise to get it done. I suggest you call the team at Rebath and find out how they can help take that project off your list. And I've got news. Doing so will increase the value of your home. Rebath sales manager Donald Lynch is here to tell us more about that Rebath experience. Hi.
Morning, Catherine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being here.
I appreciate you.
We've been talking a bit about Rebath over the last couple of months and teaching people what it is that you do. A lot of folks may be expecting a tax refund, maybe even some disbursements. Reinvesting that into your home and particularly in the bathroom, this is a good move, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, it's been well established that a bathroom remodel is one of the best ways to increase the value of your home. You know, with the average return on investment being around 70%. You know, and look, aside from monetary value, personal value has to be a great consideration as well as part of the project. You know, we deal with a lot of customers who are, you know, investing in products that are going to allow them to stay in their home for as long as possible, whether that be designing the bathroom to be more accessible in nature or even indeed just creating a space that they're much happier to start their day in every day.
Yeah. What do customers, excuse me, ask you about most? What's a big question?
The big question, you know, typically how much does a bathroom remodel cost,
Yeah.
right? You know, that's the million-dollar question at the end of the day. And look, if I was to be flippant about it, I would say it's the same thing as asking, you know, how much does a car cost, you know? Because there's no one-size-fits-all approach and it's all relative. But what we can guarantee is, you know, with Rebath's quality of products and our unmatched warranties, your Rebath project is going to be a one-time investment. You know, of course, it goes without saying that if you want quality, you should expect to pay for it. But the reality is if you invest in quality now, the return on investment will be far greater.
Speaking of investments, you've invested a good bit of your career at Rebath,
good
haven't you?
Good chunk of my time, yeah. I'm in my 7th year with the company now, and you know, we're a locally and family-owned and operated business, and we've been serving the West Michigan community as the experts in the industry now for over 15 years. You know, my title is sales manager, as you said, but my primary role on a day-to-day basis is head design consultant, meaning I'm in people's homes all over West Michigan, helping them design their dream bathroom from the comfort of their own home. And in order to do so, we navigate through selections of our proprietary and exclusive products that aren't just going to give our customers, you know, maximum peace of mind in the quality of product in terms of its aesthetic, but also its longevity and ease of maintenance.
Well, let's take a look at a couple of the projects, the makeovers that you've done. This first one is a bathroom like lots of us have, the old tub, and I call this bathroom baby blue.
Yes.
And you guys did quite a transformation there.
We absolutely did, and you know, you look at this job and you see in the picture there that, you know, tiles cracking, falling off the walls. I mean, this is something we walk into on almost a daily basis.
Yeah.
But to come back to what I said earlier, as far as, you know, our customers investing in products that are going to allow them to stay in their home as long as possible, these customers didn't want to leave that home, you know, and the reality is that in terms of making it more accessible, one of the first things to go is the tub, and turning that into a walk-in shower, something that's going to serve a purpose for them for the rest of their life.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So if that one's baby blue, the next one I call goldenrod, right? Yeah. Remember the old gold fixtures? Well, this house had them in spades, right?
Again, I talk about seeing things on a daily basis, you know, and with this one, obviously, again, as we talk about return on investment, one of the things that we did there was took an old unused closet space, turned that into a soaker tub, and then took the existing tub and turned that into a walk-in shower. So we've turned that from a 1 wet space bathroom to 2. So when you talk about the return on investment in that case, just absolutely huge.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing you do. When you get in a home, you help people see the possibilities that maybe they don't have the skill or experience to see themselves.
Absolutely. Look, we take away the pain of endless hours of window shopping. You know, I can't tell you the amount of times I go into people's homes and they say, we don't have a clue what we want. Like, you know, we're kind of, you know, at your best expertise here.
Yeah.
And that really is our goal, to make sure that they have absolute peace of mind through the process. You know, we do this all day, every day. Like I said, we're the experts in the industry. So they know that they're in the safest hands around.
All right. Well, getting started is as easy as booking a free design consultation. Call the number you see on your screen, 616-259-0423, or visit rebath.com. You can also check out their showroom. It's at 3114 Broadmoor Avenue Southeast in Grand Rapids. Donald, thank you.
Thanks a million, Catherine.